Once we know the surfaces and their relations, now we can see the structures emerging from various borders of the gland. So the most important border of the gland is nothing but the anterior border. So if this is the gland, this is anterior, this is posterior, superior, inferior. So from the anterior border, certain important structures are emerging. So now we are going to look at those structures. So before going to those structures, I will just revise a little bit of our branches of one important artery, which is nothing but the external carotid artery. So we know there is arch of aorta. The arch of aorta has got its own branches, okay, and from the arch of aorta, one common carotid at one side, and at right side brachiocephalic trunk will come, which again will get divided into a common carotid. So common carotid divides into external and internal carotid, okay, and whatever branches we are going to see in the parotid gland or emerge from the parotid gland are mainly the branches from this external carotid artery, okay. So the external carotid artery branches, as already you know, the mnemonic Sister Lucy's powdered face often attracts silly medicos, okay. So the branches of the external carotid include the superior thyroid, then the lingual, posterior auricular, facial, occipital, ascending pharyngeal, then the two terminal branches which are nothing but superficial temporal and maxillary, okay, the superficial temporal and maxillary branches. So many of these branches we will see as the structures emerging from various borders of the parotid gland, external carotid artery branches. So as I already mentioned, from the base, the two vessels, mainly the superficial temporal vessels, which is nothing but the terminal branch of the external carotid artery. So if this external carotid artery branches you keep in mind, then we can tell about the anterior border structures emerging. One more thing to know the structures emerging from the anterior border, you have to know about the terminal branches of facial nerve. So as we know, the facial nerve, which is nothing but the seventh cranial nerve, so it has got an intracranial course from the brain, and after reaching from the stylomastoid foramen, when it comes out, it has got an extracranial course. So in the extracranial course of the facial nerve, when it reaches the face, it has got 5 terminal branches like this, okay, that already you have studied when you have studied the facial nerve. So these 5 terminal branches of the facial nerve also is in close relation with our parotid gland. So these 5 terminal branches includes the temporal, zygomatic, upper buccal, lower buccal, then a marginal mandibular and a cervical. So these are the 5 terminal branches of the facial nerve on the face. So in relation to the parotid gland, anterior border, the base and the apex, we can see all these branches. So among this, one branch already we have seen from the base, which is nothing but the cervical branch of the facial nerve. With this much structures in mind, we can now see the structures from the anterior border. So the anterior border, it is a thin border which is resting on a muscle masseter, and the structures radiating from there includes, one is the zygomatic branch of the facial nerve, okay, zygomatic branch of the facial nerve. Then we have a vessel which is known as transverse facial artery, okay, transverse facial artery, which is nothing but a branch of the superficial temporal artery, which in turn is the terminal branch of external carotid artery. From the anterior border, zygomatic branch of the facial nerve, transverse facial artery, which is a branch of superficial temporal artery. Then we have one upper buccal branch of the facial nerve, plus down to the upper buccal branch of the facial nerve, we have the most important duct, the parotid duct. Immediately below the parotid duct, you can see another nerve which is nothing but the lower buccal branch of the facial nerve. Okay. So, on the upper aspect of the parotid duct you have the upper buccal branch of the facial nerve. On the lower aspect of the parotid duct you have the lower buccal branch of the facial nerve. Okay. Then you have one more nerve, that is the marginal mandibular nerve, which is again a branch of facial nerve. So these are the main structures emerging from the anterior border. So this is the anterior border. Okay, so this is the gland. So the main structures from the anterior border. Okay, so which includes zygomatic branch of the facial nerve, transverse facial artery, upper buccal branch of facial nerve, then the parotid duct, lower buccal branch of facial nerve, marginal mandibular nerve. So it is nothing but various branches of facial nerve, terminal branches, plus one duct plus one vessel, which in turn a branch of the external carotid artery. Okay. So these are the structures emerging from the anterior border. Usually they will ask you either for your discussion topic in the dissection or for your theory. Whenever a question is asked, these anterior border structures are very important. Okay. So this is about the anterior border. Coming to the posterior border. Okay. This is the posterior border. So this posterior border, it is resting on the muscle in the posterior aspect. So in the various triangles of neck, the boundary forming, the posterior boundary forming muscle is nothing but our sternocleidomastoid. So the posterior border of the parotid gland is resting on the sternocleidomastoid muscle, and the main structures radiating from the posterior aspect to posterior structure, they are nothing but the posterior auricular branch of the facial nerve and the posterior auricular vessels. Okay. So the posterior auricular branch of the facial nerve and the posterior auricular vessels, which in turn coming from the external carotid. But posteriorly, please remember posterior structures, posterior auricular nerve and posterior auricular vessels. Okay. So these are the structures from the posterior border. So now we have finished anterior border, posterior border. Okay, and whatever left over is the medial border. So the medial border is otherwise known as the pharyngeal border. Why? Because it is in close relation with the pharynx. Okay. So anterior border structures, posterior border structures and medial border, please remember close association with pharynx, hence it is known as pharyngeal border. So with this we have finished the various surfaces and the borders of the parotid gland. So in relation to surface, the various relations we have seen. In relation to borders, the various structures emerging from each border we have seen.